Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Kimbo here, and it is time for a epic discussion video, guys. So we got the second part of the discussion. So yeah, I know it's like a different day. It's literally Friday, and I keep forgetting it's Friday, November 8th. So yeah, so I was supposed to do this yesterday. Well, technically, because the video that I did yesterday came out today. I know it's kind of confusing, but literally after the first one, I ran out of time because it was so long of a damn video. I ran out of time, so I couldn't film it outside. But obviously, what we got is this part here, man. So we gotta talk things for the future of Beyblade X. It's time, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna go like really in depth with these discussion videos because like I really want to talk about it. I've been like really interested in the show. Like really want to sit down and like really talk about it. For real. Like just gathering my thoughts. That's what a discussion video is. I know these types of videos are long because I haven't talked about it in a bit. Things have gotten interesting since the last time that we talked about it. But obviously, look where we're at now with Beyblade X, guys. We're getting so much shit, man. So many releases, guys. It's crazy. Like, November is, like, packed with releases. Like, I'm telling you, man. Like, you got Night Mail, which that thing's, like, beefy. Like, I'm, like, oh my god, there's so many releases. And TT's really trying to push it. Some of that, what I said in the first one, like Hasbro's really taking the discussion big time. Like they're shotting it up there. It's crazy. Like the popularity and stuff with Beyblade X, man, is just absolutely insane. So yeah, man. But obviously, want to talk about the future for it, man. I honestly see Beyblade X doing really well. Popularity's been doing good. I think a lot of people notice Beyblade X big time. It's just there, man. Like the popularity, because they're really trying to make it global. And that's one thing that I like from the jump. How Hasbro had took on Beyblade X in partnership with TT to make these bays really good. And that's one thing that I really like about it, man. Not really the whole Beyblade franchise in general, but I just mean it's just really easy to get these bays. Because like you got like bays like Viper Tail that comes in a 2-pack. That's really easy to get, and I'm being dead ass about that, man. Like that alone, like literally Viper Tail under TT, it comes in a random booster, and I know sometimes it's really easy to get it, but 50-50 chance it's not. So it's a really great way to have that balance, man. And that's what I said, man. And I know I keep saying it, and I said it for the last one, but and you're definitely gonna hear me say this, but I just love the balance with it, man. Try not to make it too over like weighted, or like too over, not really overwhelmed, but like too overweighted. Because like I love the balance, and also don't overthink it. That's what I'm trying to say. Just keep the balance with it for it, man. Because like the balancing with the show, dude, is just absolutely insane, dude. And I love when Kimbo's like doing these discussion videos, because like I really wanted to talk about the show, like gathering my thoughts and stuff. I know a lot of people might think like, oh, I'm doing like the yapping session. This is technically what it is, and stuff. Because Beyblade X has been interesting since like Hasbro came out with Beyblade X. Things have been really interesting, in the show and stuff. That's why I'm doing this, man. Like it's literally like gathering my thoughts in just to one big video, man. And this is what it is, man. But back into like the distribution and stuff for it, I guess that's what you want to call it. But obviously, like it makes it easier for us to get these bays, especially in America. Like a lot of people doesn't have access to like the Japanese Beyblades, and I know a lot of people make fun of me about that. Like, oh, Kimbo, like back in the burst era, because I know a lot of people cuss me out of not getting the TT bays because like Hasbro nerfed them. But we won't talk about that because we're in the Beyblade X era. And just obviously just looking back at Hasbro, I didn't really explain it really in the first one, and this is what I was gonna do for it. Is like obviously the history for Hasbro. We already know the history. They started off season one, and I'm talking about like because like when I started Beyblade, I grew up in the Burst era, so like I might not talk about the Metal Fight era because like I wasn't really around it, but I do know Burst. Season one, they did the Beyblades justice. They had the slope mechanism for it, which is just really, really cool. Like the details for it, they probably switched it up a bit, like design wise, but obviously, like it was 1-to-1. Obviously, like not having like the clicks for it was like 1-to-1 for sure, but obviously the downfall of like Beyblade Hasbro like really really came into like Switch Strike or like Turbo, and I know people's gonna ask me like, oh, they do have the Pro Series, but we won't talk about that. We'll talk about the baseline for right now, because with Turbo they nerfed the base. Obviously, back in that time, I wasn't really too worried about it, you know. But when they came over to GT, because like back in the Turbo era, they had Beyblades like Switch Strike that had actual gimmicks, but not like the slingshot gimmick. But obviously with that, I was really, really not really pissed, but like obviously kind of like upset a bit because like yeah, like Hasbro back then, they didn't have the weight, they didn't have the gimmicks, and that's really one thing that I was really, really, and I mean really, really, really happy that Hasbro did this, the partnership with TT during Beyblade X, because I want them to succeed big time with this. I want people to enjoy Beyblade as much as I do. See it, the popularity is crazy, get into the game, and it's just fun, man. Like literally promote the shit. Like, like make people want to enjoy the game as much as I do. I want to see them succeed. I want to see Beyblade skyrocketing. I want to see them take off, for it, man. And not fell off, because like the popularity is crazy. I want them to succeed with the game. I want other people to enjoy the game as much as I do, man. And like, this is one thing that I love about this, like the like making it easier because they're making this shit global, man. Like, and it's really interesting because like even TT, like you're literally getting like and I know I said this in my last discussion video, like I'm just plotting some stuff that I said that I wanted to cap off in that first one. It's like Beyblade, like exclusive Beyblades, like we're getting them under TT. So Bear Scratch, the stadium set, of course. Talked a little bit about this in the first discussion. The stadium set, Bear Scratch, Savage Bear. It's easier for them to get it over Japan. That's one thing that I really like about Beyblade X, and that's really, really, really. I don't want to see them go downhill like what Hasbro did for 4. You know, I think Hasbro learned their lesson, obviously from like Beyblade Burst, and that's one thing that I really, really want them. Like that's the main one. Don't fall off like you did with Beyblade Burst, because if you do that, then the popularity is not going to be up there. But if you keep sponsoring like the sponsorship with like TT, making the bays with the gimmicks, just keeping the balance, man, it'll be up there. That's one thing about like the popularity and stuff, because like when Hasbro did the Beyblade Burst, it went down a bit. Like a lot of people wasn't really excited about the quad bays, and I'm not even like being like no biased or nothing, but like I'm being like, to be honest with you, when obviously Hasbro started with their quad strike, like quad drive, I wasn't really too satisfied with that shit, man. Like some of the bays were like alright, but like I just wish they had like the metal armors and stuff for it. And I really, really like one thing about the Pro Series line, I will say they gave us the gimmicks. Like some bays they did that Hasbro really nerfed, but I really wish they did Dynamite Battle. You know, because like, for it. But it is what it is with that, with the Beyblade X approach with it, man. And it's just making it, we're literally in the Beyblade renaissance, man. It's wild. Literally, the start of the year, I was going crazy with Beyblade X. And y'all know, I don't be this crazy with Beyblade content, man. Like I said, this year alone, man. Like, I'm just excited to see the future for Beyblade X. Like I'm really am. Like, I'm just like excited, just to see where they're gonna take things, dude. Because like the popularity and shit, dude. Like you can tell me, man. Like franchise like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, like that shit has been going on for so long, and like if you keep this shit up, man, Beyblade might be up there, man. Like the popularity is crazy, dude. It's just wild, dude. But obviously, just gotta keep the 1-to-1 balance. You already know, man. It's just there, man. But obviously, some things that I want to see for like the future of Beyblade X, definitely more stadiums. We definitely got more stadiums. We got the motorized strike stadium, and I think that's one thing that I did talk about in my last discussion video. For them to get like a motorized stadium. And they did that. They did that. They did it justice. They did it balanced. They did it pretty well. It's definitely a diverse stadium. We got in the 3-player stadium. That's really interesting. I wonder if they're gonna do a double-decker stadium, because like we haven't got a double-decker stadium. Now I know Hasbro's known for like the double-decker types of stadiums. Maybe Hasbro can do something like that. And I know we got it from like Burst and stuff, but it'll be pretty cool. Like imagine, like a double-decker Beyblade X stadium. That would be wild. But I definitely know like Hasbro's normally the one that be doing that. So that'll be interesting. I know we got like the bucket stadium. So there's not really a lot of stadiums to really think about. Just like want to keep the balance with it. Not really too overwhelming, and definitely don't overthink it, but just go with like the pace of it. Like the balance and stuff for it. Not really nothing too crazy. I already got my theory because like it came out, the 2 extreme, the double, like the motorized stadium having 2 rails. It's just super awesome, man. But definitely want to see more stadiums. I don't know how, but like definitely want to see some more stadiums. For it. I think like not really to keep it overwhelming, because like I know Hasbro is known for like their diverse of Beyblade stadiums. But like it'll be really really cool to see it in the future. Like maybe some more stadiums in the future. Um, Definitely some more ratchets. I know we got like more ratchets with like the new Night Mail that's coming out. Like the 385. It's like really tall. So like I know a lot of people was like expecting like to be like they're like a 985. But I think that's like too over tall, and like definitely don't overthink it. I think 85. I think 385 is pretty good with it. And as you guys see, like they rounded the ratchets. So maybe for like let's say like 485, like they might round it off, and that's really cool, man. To see obviously with it, and some other stuff that I want to see. Some gimmicks, definitely gimmicks for Beyblade X, for sure. I know we gotten the gimmicks with like Night Mail, like having the balls in the metal, and like the balls in the layer in the blade. That helps it with the weight distribution for it. Like I still don't understand that gimmick. I think it's supposed to like be like I never really understood the gimmick. It's supposed to be like it's interesting how they have it, because like the metal ball is supposed to like to make the weight, like it's supposed to make the weight better, but it's like supposed to be like I guess like to make it stable or something like that. But I never really understood the gimmick for it. But the metal balls it's a really cool option. Like you have it where it's like that. Big time, and I love the idea. Like I love the metal ball gimmick, man. From Beyblade Burst, you had like Blast Genius, dude. Well, not Blast Genius. You had like what is it, Zealand Zutron? That's like the Hasbro version. But you guys get what I'm going here. But like the ball gimmick, back in the day, man, like Drasil, and like having it on night mail it suits it, man. Cause like night, oh my god, it suits it big time. And then you got Beyblades like Samurai Saber. I like that gimmick. Like having like the blade gimmick, but like it kind of reminds me of like Glide Ragnarok. I don't even know why people didn't even mention this, but like it's like a freely gimmick. So it reminds me of like Shelter It doesn't remind me of Shelter Regulus. It kind of reminds me of like Shelter Regulus. Like how fast you spin the Beyblade, like the prongs will go out, and then when it starts slowing down, it'll go in. That's like something like that. And like a little bit of Glide Ragnarok too, because it has the wings with it. It can go out and like retreat in. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the best way of like explaining that would be Crash Ragnarok, because Crash Ragnarok had the metal blades. So that's like the one way that you can really think about that. But I love the gimmicks. For Samurai Saber, the whole thing about smash attacks. Man, like it makes it heavy for sure. Like Samurai Saber, like I seen videos on it. It's a heavy ass blade. Like it hits like a truck. Especially with that gimmick, because that gimmick can hit hard. Especially with like the like what is it, elevator bit or something like that, or level. Yeah, that's what it's called, the level bit. Which is it's awesome. Like it's fire though. For sure. And then you got gimmicks like Leon Crest, the whole thing with the wall lining up, like the 7 ratchet, like lining up the blade. Like I love that, man. But we definitely don't have a lot of gimmicks, and I definitely don't want them to rethink it, because like just keep the balance with it, man. Like I love how they're like doing the gimmicks with like the bits and stuff. Like that's really interesting, they're having like the bits. Like it's so cool how they're doing this shit, man. Like you got like free ball. Like you got like free ball, and like you look at it, like dude, that's just so cool, because like there's like bits like free ball, and like what is it, BS, which is bound spike. Like you got like bits like those, like with free ball, it uses like the ratchet to like help it free spin, which that's awesome. And then you got like bits like level, like having like the 3 rings, like the outer ring for it, it's like a gear flat, and then the middle for it, it's like I guess like a point type of bit. Yeah, the middle is like a point, and then the round bit, it's like for like the inner attack, and then the outcore part is like a gear flat, which is really cool. And I definitely think that makes Samurai Saber more hard hitting, for it, man. But like the gimmicks, man, like Silver Wolf, you got Bays like Silver Wolf. I love it, man. Like the gimmicks, really, really want more gimmicks, but definitely don't overthink it, and definitely don't don't overthink it, and definitely keep the balance with it. Like I love the balance with it, man. Like I love how they're thinking it. For sure, man. Not nothing crazy, but like just keeping the right amount of balance, for it. Because like if you overthink it, then like especially with Beyblade X, because like I love the pacing with it, man. Like the balance, like they're really trying not to overthink it, man. Just keep that perfect balance, nothing too crazy for it, man. But obviously, definitely want more gimmicks, you know. Like let me see here. So like Beyblade with gimmicks, like I know definitely back in Beyblade Burst we got like a huge ton of gimmicks, and I definitely want to see some like gimmicks that I would honestly recommend in the future they might do, but obviously really want them to keep the balance with it though. Like we had so many gimmicks, like the Blast Genius gimmick. Like who remembers that? Like the blade going like up and like going down. That's like interesting. Maybe we'll gimmick a gimmick with that. And also leading into the next part of the discussion video, the customizing part, which we are getting some type, we're getting some type shit like that. In 2025, there's the CX line, which I believe that's the custom X line, or the customization X, if you will. CX, custom X, if you will. Kind of forgot what it really stands for, but it's supposed to be some type of customization for it. Obviously my theory on it, like I'll give you guys a little theory what I think it might be. You know, they might do some type shit where it's like Super King, because like Beyblade Burst with like the gimmicks, they really went extreme with the gimmicks. That's the one thing, you know, because like with Beyblade Burst, like the Beyblades just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's definitely one thing that I like about Beyblade X. You know, it keeps the balance. You know, like try not to make them overweighted. You know, but definitely like, you know, but obviously, you know, the CX custom line, I definitely see like there might take like the MFB type approach with it. I'm not really sure what they do for it, you know, but it's a really really cool concept, you know, like how they like develop it for sure. But obviously, if there's like, cause like the only thing that I can just do is just make a theory on it, cause like we don't have like a lot of info on it, but obviously, they might do some type of GT type of gimmick with it. I'm not sure what they do for it. Maybe they might go with the Metal Fight approach with it, like you know how it has the face boat, the energy ring, then you got the blade. Don't really know what to call it, cause I wasn't back then with Metal Fight. You know, came in during Burst, but you know, probably has some gimmick like that. You know, for sure, man. And like really, really just keeping it balanced. You know, and I know I say it a lot for this video, but for real, you know, like don't overthink it, man. You know, just keep it balanced. You know, that's the one thing that they gotta do with it, man. Just don't do it like that. You know, for it. But obviously some gimmicks, like some more gimmicks I want to see. I don't even know, obviously, to be honest with you. I know Beyblade X with like Beyblade Burst with the gimmicks, it was pretty extreme. But like a gimmick, like definitely like more rubber bits. Like yeah, definitely more rubber bits. I guess if you will. You know, more rubber bits. Like I wouldn't say more rubber bits because like don't want them to overthink it. I think Rubber XL is a good rubber bit. You know, probably they might do Rush, like a Rubber Rush, but that doesn't really make no sense. And I know Beyblade Burst, we have gotten a lot of rubber bits, like a lot of rubber drivers. That's definitely for one thing, you know, but kind of want them to do like more metal bits, you know. Like I know a lot of people may not like the metal bits, and I definitely think it's a really really cool concept because, you know, like Metal Rush, you know, like some bits, you know, just pointing them out. Like Metal Rush would be cool, like a metal flat driver, or like a metal flat bit, or one of the flats, you know. Like imagine a freaking like what is it, like a metal point? That would be wild. You know, like imagine if they actually did that shit, because like it wouldn't like wear out over time. That's a pretty cool one. That's a good one. I think yeah, metal point would be a really good bet, because then like the point wouldn't wear out over time. That'll be a good one to do, man. Like maybe metal ball, you know. I don't know if they would do metal ball. Like if they do metal ball, like I want them to do like an orbit type of bit, you know, like how we got like with Beyblade Burst, you know, just not make the like, and like you know, this is another gimmick. This is another part of the gimmicks. Like make a bit that has like a metal ball that's free spinning, you know. And I know we're gonna get this, and I believe we got it with Metal Fight. I don't think we got it with Metal Fight. No, I don't think so. But it'll be pretty cool, you know. Like probably having like 16 gears for it, man. That'll be pretty cool. Obviously, for the future of Beyblade X, you know, obviously with that, You know, definitely more metal bits. You know, for sure, like metal point. It's just super. There's so many, you know, bits that you can obviously think of for a metal bit. Probably nothing with like really too like a spike with it, because like I know metal needle. You know, we don't need metal spike. I think metal spike is too valid for it. Uh, I don't even know, maybe, but you know, because there's like they haven't really go really too crazy with like the bits lately, so that's interesting for it. But definitely want to see some more metal bits. That's definitely an interesting one for sure. Another thing that I really want them to do is like probably like do some like I love how they're doing like the random boosters. You know, that's another thing. You know, like the random boosters. You know, like how we have like the customized sets. You know, definitely make some more customized sets. You know, for it. And like more customized sets for like how we had with Beyblade Burst. You know, like you had like Victory, Valkyrie, the remakes, and this is another segment because I'm talking about it and we're pulling it right out of the book. And speaking of plastic gen remakes, more crossover Beyblades. Yeah, I know. I talked right it up. You know, yeah. But yeah, more crossover bays, you know, for sure. So you got bays like you got Lightning El Drago. Like imagine that shit, dude. But that's what I said, man. They have to like take it slow, you know, keep the balance with it. Like don't really like push it. You know, I know a lot of people want Spriggan Requiem. Like Spriggan Requiem will be a good Beyblade to like crossover it. But I don't see them doing that no time soon. It's definitely like of course discussion on the future. But definitely would really want a Spriggan Requiem, dude. That would be insane to have like a Spriggan Requiem. Like, how the hell would they do that? Cause it will be cool because like it's like dual rotation. You know, probably take like the El Drago approach for it. Like one will be right spin, one will be left, in like different modes. Probably when they do that, that'll be a pretty good Beyblade. But definitely don't want them to overthink it. You know, like I know it's a big process, you know, just try to keep the balance for it, but like nothing too crazy. Like Rage Longinus, that's like something for like the big time future. I don't see them doing that, you know, because like Rage is so beefy bay. And like with Beyblade X, like they like it's like the bays are like so small compared to the DB. But obviously it's just like don't really overthink it, you know, like probably just start off with like the like the jewel layers, you know, so like probably like, you know, like a Spriggan, you know, like Storm Spriggan. You know, I definitely want them to do a Storm Spriggan. Storm Spriggan would be a good one. Rising Ragnarok. That'll be a good one to do, man. And like so like some of the other like I know they're gonna do Lost Longinus. I know they're gonna do it. I can call it 2026 or 2025. They're gonna do Lost Longinus. I'm gonna call it. That's definitely one that they're definitely gonna do. No doubt about it. Um Definitely some other ones, you know, like it'll be so cool, man, just to see more remakes. You know, there's a lot of them, you know, a lot of remakes, you know, for them to do, for sure, man. But yeah, man, just so many remakes, man. You know, I can sit here and talk for days on it. But just putting out some ones that I really want to see, like Tornado Wyvern, man. Come on, man. Like, we already got the gimmick with Silvas. Why the hell not just put Tornado Wyvern in that shit, man? And then that will be the point that we get a Metal Ball bit. That'll be so cool, though. But obviously, like a Genesis Valkyrie, like, you already know they got to do all the Valkyries, man. They got to do all the Valkyries, you know. And probably put them in like the anniversary set, you know. And like I know Beyblade X is having the same thing with the anniversary set, you know, like more remakes, man. That would be so awesome. Like the Genesis Valkyrie with the rebound gimmick. Oh man, that would be so cool, man. Like that would be amazing, you know. And of course, like I don't even know how would they do it though, because like Genesis Valkyrie, the whole thing about the blade it's like it has the rebound gimmick. And that's just so interesting. Like, I'm just wondering how the hell they're gonna do that, man. Just so interesting. Because, like, they're made out of metal. That'll be so interesting. It'll be so wild to see that, man. But that's obviously, like, really, really big time gimmicks. You know, and that's big time gimmicks that we want to see. Like, something like that for Beyblade X. But I don't know how would they adapt it. You know, that's obviously the interesting part for it. You know, but like Bay is like Tornado Wyvern, Killer Death Scyther, you know, is another one. You know, definitely like the main five from Begum Academy. So, you know, like Guardian Kerbeus, you know, Victory Valkyrie. They're already doing the Victory Valkyrie, and I love what they're doing for it. With that, they're doing a Victory Valkyrie. Would love to see a Storm Spriggan, Wild Wyvern, you know, and just so much others, man. Like, it's just so wild. There's so many ones that I can think about. But definitely one that I want to see is Storm Spriggan. Storm Spriggan would be a really good one. Rising Ragnarok, like I mentioned before. What's another burst Beyblade that I can think of? Unicorn. Well, not really Unicorn, because they already have, like, Unicorn Sting. I don't really know if would they even do that. That would be a cool one. Gigan Gaianon would be a pretty cool one. Jail Yermigan, maybe. I'm just trying to think with some, like, Cheeto. Like, I know Left Burst would love that. And yeah, man, just a bunch of other ones, man. It's just a lot of Beyblades, man. Can't think. But, you know, man, but definitely want to see more gimmicks. Obviously, for, like, Metal Fight, you already know for them to, like, have, like, you already know they're going to do, like, the El Drago, Pegasus, you already know, etc. You already know they're going to do all that. Would love to see our Earth Aquila, definitely in a major way. Would love to see a Rock Leone, you know, for sure, like Sagittario. You know, I don't know a lot of Metal Fight Bays, but for sure another El Drago. We already got Lightning. We already got Storm. We already have Dragoon. Yeah, man. Definitely want to like jail and Jupiter, like the Jupiter. Like, we already see the metal balls, so that's obviously like an Easter egg for in the future. Because if they make Jail Jupican and like Zillion Zutron, then that'll be awesome. Because like we already seen it with Nightmail, and why the hell not? You already know little Easter eggs right there. But yeah, man. But that's obviously the gimmicks. You guys can get my point. Would love to see majority of every Beyblade come into Beyblade X, but obviously just have to keep the balance, you know. Of course, we're in Arc 2, so things is going to get really crazy, and that's why I mentioned the God Beyblades, because we're literally getting gimmicks. The CX line full of gimmicks, you know. They can literally go for, like, the approach to, like, the Metal Fight system, like, you know, how they have, like, the face boat for it. You know, it's just super cool, man, you know. Like I said, I don't know. There's no info on it. It's speculation, but you know, obviously, what I think it's gonna be is it's gonna be some type of customization for it. You know, either they're gonna pay homage to GT from Beyblade Burst, or they're gonna do some type of plastic gen, either some type of plastic gen type shit, or some Metal Fight type stuff. Or they're probably just going to go with the GT aspect of things. I don't think they'll do some type of shit where it's like Dynamite Battle, like you have like the layer, like the energy core. I don't think they're going to do that. Probably going to do like the GT type of thing with it. Like either they're going to go with the GT parts with it. I don't really know. It's just speculation, but definitely some things to think about, you know, because it's coming, y'all. CX, man. It's almost here, man. 2025. So, we're gonna get that line, and I'm pretty excited for it, man. You know, and just so much things to think about, man. And that's obviously like taking it for the future of like the crossover bays, like the CX line. Maybe we get some GT crossovers. Who knows, man, with that X line, man. So yeah, man. I know that was like a long topic, but obviously just being real, you know. Oh yeah, just gathering my thoughts. You know, for sure. But you guys probably understand that part, man. Obviously, some more things that I want to see. Probably more bits. Definitely want more bits. Probably like have a bit. Definitely want more bits. Like more bits. Definitely want like metal bits. I don't even know. Like, probably more like rubber ball. A rubber ball bit would be a pretty interesting bit. I know, we got that for like Beyblade Burst, but that would be a interesting one to do. Stuff like that, man. Um, what else? I don't really know. You know, but probably like really we're already seeing gimmicks with it, man, which is cool, man. Man, and really just keep this up because I love it, man. For it, man. But anyways, yeah, man. Is there anything else that I need to talk about? Definitely want them to make more UX bays for sure. And now adding like the gimmick of things, that'll be pretty cool. Like the gimmicks, love the gimmicks. That's another cool thing for them to do. What else? I can't think of nothing else. Probably like going into like the future. I don't really know. Like more stadiums, of course. More stadiums will be interesting. Um, yeah, man. But obviously, just talking about season 2, I guess we'll talk a little bit of Arc 2. With it now, things with Arc 2, I love how like the show is starting with Arc 2, man. Because like I said, man, obviously with Arc 2 with Beyblade X, this is kind of like the ending part. I'll probably end it off with this, like the ending collapse, but like Arc 2 is insane, man. They're really building this up. Now some Beyblades I want to see in Arc 2 that I want to see get an evolution, maybe. And like it's so cool because like I love how like they have like, and I know Kimball said this, but like I love how they have their like own like style of blading. Like what I mean by that is like different bladers having like multiple Beyblades, man. It's just so cool, man. Then, like what I said before in the first one, like Beyblade X is literally so reality to like real life. It's just wild because like Bladers having like 3 different Beyblades, and it's just so cool, man, to see that, man. That's definitely one thing that I really, really want them like to keep doing for sure. Because I think it's awesome. Like you already know they already adapted a female characters. Like we're getting like female characters in Beyblade X, which that's one thing that I really really like them to do, and they've been doing it justice, and I love it because with Beyblade Burst they really didn't really do it justice, and they're really doing it justice. So I really like that. Definitely keep doing that for sure, and I definitely know they will in the future. But mainly for art too, like uh some Beyblade. Definitely a Dragoon. Definitely want like some type of Cobalt Dragoon. If I'm not mistaken, I think the December release might be a Dragoon, like a Cobalt Dragoon variant for like UX, so like we're already getting it. But I see Chrome coming back with a new Beyblade. Uh, like a new Dragoon, probably make it, probably like I want to see some like dual spin type of shit. That'll be weird, but like we never got it with Beyblade X, but which is weird. Whether they be like the dual spin Beyblade, you know, but like imagine Cobalt Dragoon being dual spin like Dragoon. I don't know, man, but just some theories. Man, like maybe like a Sphinx cow. Like we need a new Sphinx cow, man. Like come on, man. Like we already see like variants of like other Beyblades. Like hell yeah, I want to see like a Tyranno beat. That thing is cool, man. A lot of people may not like the Quake bit, but I want to see like a UX thing of that. That would be wild. Like imagine like a UX or a CX version of like that Tyranno beat. That would be wild. Like Sphinx Cow. We haven't seen Sphinx in a bit. Like hell yeah, man. I give them like a UX version of it, man. Like it'll be cool, man. I don't even know how would they adapt that, but that's cool, man. I don't even know what parts they might give it. They might even do some shit like freaking hey, just like put like metal like gear needle or like metal gear needle on it. Like boom, that'll be it. But like a Sphinx cow. I want to see like a new unicorn variant. That'll be wild, dude. Like some of these bays, man. Like seeing Uni, man, coming like seeing Uni in Arc 2. She shows up with another unicorn. That'll be so awesome, man. Like maybe like a CX Phoenix. Kimbo mentioned this a bit too. Like a CX Phoenix, man. That'll be wild. Like a CX Phoenix would be so cool, guys. For it, man. That'll be awesome. Like a CX Phoenix. That'll be wild. And definitely some other ones too. For it, man. Like, yeah, man. It'd be so cool, man. But definitely want more bays in Arc 2, man. Arc 2 is getting interesting, And like obviously for like the show for Arc 2, I've enjoyed it. I have been enjoying the episodes. And speaking of episodes, I did episode 52 the other day ago. Planning on looking at episode 53 and 54. So definitely no spoilers on that. But I'm really excited for season 2. Like I'm really excited for like the future of like season 2. For it and stuff with it, man. Like really excited for like season 2 for it. And yeah, and hell yeah, man. Also like some like some bits, Like I know I'm keep going back to different topics, but something that came in my mind, it's like so how we have like Transpoint. Like they definitely want to make some more bits like that, like Transpoint. Like probably like I think the best bit for them to do like Transpoint, because like it'd be interesting like to see them do like Transpoint, like Trans Flat. I don't think we need a Trans Flat. Like something like that, like a Transpoint. Like I think the only thing is Transpoint. I'm not sure, but probably with like Beyblade X, like one thing is like mode changing, and that's definitely something that we have seen with like with like the with like the with the point, you know um like maybe some like mode changing tips and bits. Who knows? I don't even know, but that'll be wild to see going back to that aspect, man. But obviously, like I said, man, I'm excited for the future of season 2. It's gonna get absolutely amazing. Arc 2 is gonna be insane, and I just cannot wait to see what they're gonna do for the future of Arc 2, man. Things is gonna get nuts, y'all. Like I said, man, like they're building up Chrome in a major way because they have him in like 51. I talked about this a bit in the first one, but being for real, like they're hyping these characters up, man. Like I love how Maiden came back to being a pro and using like Will Wade, man. It's just so awesome, man. Also seeing more bits like that, like elevates another aspect. We already getting like Rubber Excel, that comes out with a customized set, and also with the anniversary set for next year. But that's something as well. Definitely want to see some more cone shaped bits, for them to like to ride up. For sure, man. But anyways, guys, I guess that's gonna do it for this discussion video. I know it was a pretty long one, so I'm gonna try to like slow it down. Man, yeah, I haven't talked about Beyblade X like this in a bit. Like a lot of stuff had happened. Just wanted to give my thoughts on it. Like really sit down and just talk about it. But obviously, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully you guys like my thoughts and stuff for it. Just gathering all the thoughts. Because a lot of stuff had happened from my last discussion video. It's just interesting, And definitely some of the stuff that I said, definitely would love to see them do. Definitely more remakes, which I definitely think they're definitely gonna start doing. Definitely more. I want to see them do more remakes. Like, come on, man. Definitely want them to do more stadiums. I don't even know which stadium I want to see. Normally Hasbro normally takes care of that. Who knows, man? Like, we get some wild, like a double-decker stadium. That would be wild. You know, maybe some more other stadiums. Who knows? Um, you know, like, I love the balance with it, man. Some things I want to see. My hopes for Beyblade X, man. Like I said, I want to see this thing take off. That's what I literally said at the start of the video. I want them to succeed. And that's obviously the one big thing that I want them to do. I want them to be skyrocketing, dude. But for real. But, yeah, man. But I think that's going to wrap up my discussion, guys. You guys can let me know in the comments what you guys thought. A whole 50-minute discussion. You know, W discussion. I think that was a good discussion. You know, even though that people might think it's a yap session, but for real, you know, just gathering all my thoughts. You know, that's what these discussion videos are. You know, man, I'm just gathering my thoughts and everything, man. But anyways, y'all, if y'all got some more thoughts in the comments, definitely leave them down in the comments. But I'm definitely interested to see you guys' thoughts on the future of Beyblade X. I know I have a lot of thoughts in the future, so that's why it kind of took me a little long. But you know, just really want them to keep the balance 1-to-1. Hasbro's been doing really good and really trying to do it, man. And definitely want to see some more exclusives. Hell yeah, for sure. I almost forgot about that. Hasbro exclusives, you know. Want to see some more exclusives, because that stuff is awesome. I love how they're doing that shit, dude. More Hasbro exclusives before I end it. Yeah, dude, it's just so awesome, dude. Like, I love they're doing the exclusives. It's just so awesome. Like, that's one thing I really love how Hasbro like started it, man. That's the one thing that I said. Gotta keep the balance. Go 1-1. Would love to see some more exclusives. Hell yeah, man. You know, and then that's what I said before, you know, being global, like TT is like promoting these exclusives and making them even easier for them to get it, man. It's just awesome, man. I love how the shit's like global, man. You know, making it more easier for us to get it. It's just super awesome. So, yeah, man. Some more Hasbro exclusives, for sure. I don't even know what exclusive they might do. Like the Marvel collabs. I want to see them do like more collabs. Like, that would be so interesting. You know, and I know I almost forgot about that, but y'all already know, y'all boys would tell me, you know. But definitely some more collabs, for sure. Some more like Hasbro collabs. I know Hasbro's been taking control of the collabs. Like, you know, it's just so cool because, like, they have their own Spider-Man Beyblade, and, like, oh my god, this shit's so awesome. You know, because, like, yeah, people want to talk about, oh, they retooled the Beyblades. Like, oh, shit, like, they retooled it. You know, like, oh, it's not that good. But it's just so awesome, dude. It's so awesome that they're doing it, man. And I think it's pretty cool. Because, like, you know, like, you got bays like Drawn Sword. You got bays like Venom for, like, the crossover Hasbro project. Their collabs with Marvel. And, like, it's just so awesome, dude. Because, like, it switched up the performance of it in a major way. You know, echoes, whatever you want to call it. It's just so sick, man. Would love to see some more exclusives. Would love to see some more Hasbro collabs as well for it. The one thing that I just hope for them to do is just lower the prices on the collabs a bit. You know, probably make them like $20. Let's just say, just make them $20. But just because it's expensive. It really is. You know, especially if you're trying to ship them, it's expensive as hell. So, yeah, definitely. And I know, like the franchise and stuff, but at least make it $20, bro. Because that shit, the money that I have now, trying to like to buy like the Hasbro Marvel packs, all but broke as fuck, man. That's why I didn't even buy it. A lot of people say, "Oh, Kimbo, will you ever get it?" I'm gonna get them over time, and you already know I'm my mama. I will get those bays in the future, but right now, if I have gotten all the collabs, I would have been broke as fuck. To be real, but yeah, just lower the prices a bit for your boy. But Yeah, but definitely would love for them to do more collabs like that, man. For sure, man. But yeah, y'all. But anyways, y'all, I think that's gonna do it, guys. If I forgot anything, man, it's just discussions and stuff, man. I can literally talk for this. I literally could talk on it for days. This is why I love the game, man. I love these long discussions because it makes it more interesting. I know a lot of people may not like watch the whole video, man, but just like asyncing the stuff that I see, probably get some opinions on it too that you guys may never thought for it. Definitely want to see some high ratchets, if I haven't mentioned that before, we're already getting like the 385. Would love to see more tall ratchets. And definitely some low flats. We definitely need to see some more shit like that. Like low bits, like how we have low flat. Definitely want to see some more. Definitely want to see some more high bits. Definitely want to see some more low bits, for sure. And definitely a lot more other bits, for sure, man. Which I definitely know that they're definitely going to expand that with the second arc, for sure, man. Yeah, man. But anyways, y'all, but that is obviously going to do it for this discussion video. I'm going to leave it off like that. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed the long discussion. I know it was a long video, man, and I'm honored. If you guys watched the whole video, I'm honored. I love you guys. And just listening to my thoughts. And probably you guys get opinion on it as well, guys. But anyways, y'all, but I think that is about time. I really hope you guys enjoy. I much appreciate if you guys have left a like on the video, because even almost about an hour doing this, man, it's crazy. Kimbo's video is like 20 minutes long. I'm sitting here overtime. Like, it's wild. But, like, y'all can really tell. Like, I have lots and lots of thoughts for the future of Beyblade X. And kind of going in depth a bit, with these discussion videos and stuff. I'm going to have one talking about Bakugan, like the rise and fall of Bakugan, so stay tuned for that. It'll probably be up before the end of the night. It's like discussion video day, if you will. So stay tuned. If you're a Bakugan fan, then you definitely want to stay tuned for that. The rise and fall of Bakugan in the next episode. You already know. But anyways, y'all, but that is about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the long discussion. If you did, make sure to smash crap down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I will damn sure ring that bell. Crap shit to the fire alert video. But as that's the time it is, y'all boy. Keep listening off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, stay awesome and go shoot. Or let it rip. I'm about here.